doing? Jenny Nimona here. Yesterday something sad happened. I accidentally stepped on my cat's food bowl and it broke, and well, we had to get a new one, and my cats weren't too happy about it. They want their old bowl. I still have the old bowl in the kitchen, and when I did, when they came into the kitchen, they sniffed their old bowl. They wanted their old bowl. But they will accept their new bowl eventually. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's get started. Well, here we are. Let's continue. It's a bit loud. Alrighty. Let's do this. Stratokellen. Anyone to talk to? We need 22. Alright. Alright, 22. Which we want for the kudos. And with that, we reach the engineering we need. Extra gear slot perk. Equip additional gear. What's gear? You've been enlightened. +1 to all mental skills. Nice. To reasoning. Your dad comes home back from work one day, looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, with deep circles under his eyes. He keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up all the air tubes. You remember hay fever flu? We always got back on rough too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did. She agrees. So why is it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, Sweet Pea. Your dad says. And your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it, like you did. He continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a lung full of that stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that I'll be fine. Your mom raises eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs to go lay down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo. She scolds him. Last time I didn't know what machismo means, but it means macho behavior. I don't have mama adieu macho in my bone foo-foo. And I have to fertilize corn and pixie bean this week. Your mom grunts. And your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes a few times. Big yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face and you can tell something's wrong. Huh? Your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head. His knees buckles. Your mom yells for you to call instance. That's not good. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over. But she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to go through a thorough explanation. The explanation have started calling this the shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely pollen fog. Will he be okay? It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. She gestures in the air, making notes on her hollow eye that only she can see. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out the body after 3 to 5 days. It's not contagious. She looks down at your father. What that means for you, Geranium, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin, you should take pains to avoid exposure. If you must go outside during pollen, use a respirator. I'm glad he's more or less fine. Your dad smiles weakly. You got it, boss, he says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. As your literal boss, I'm ordering you to not come into work for the rest of the week, she says. You're strict on bed rest. She leans in to touch her forehead to his. They stay like this for a while, smiling with relief. Even after 1 day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Solana. It's called Pixie Bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here. That isn't soy and more soy. I'm happy too. Ooh! Tension! Next month! New perk! Extra gear slots. Equip additional gear. I didn't even know we can equip gear. But we can buy something. Let's see what we buy. Visit the supply depot. +5 reasoning, that would be good. Yeah, let's get learning tablet. Okay. Now we have 78. Let's see. Tension? What do you have to say? Your helipod pulses with a message from Tension. Hello, Solana. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for instances in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tension. Sure thing, Tenchi. Typical Tang. But her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer making notes on the holoscreen. You're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She's been looking like she's been awake for days. Wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of black tea. Came as soon as I could. I'm researching Shimmer, the respiratory illness that some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hand. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the Shimmer and you're not. You share half your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from her racked test tubes. Administer this to yourself, wait 3 days, take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it hurts, unlocking the secrets of Shimmer, who it affects and why. It could lead to greater understanding of all life of Rotuna. And knowledge. Knowledge is more than power. It's control. I'll do it. Thank you. Thanks, Sass. I've been researching so hard. I think my eyes are gonna fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of the deliberate treating is disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Not install. Correct. Yeah, sorry that you guys don't need to wait a moment. I'll be right ready. Right here. Like this. Okay. And we're back. Sorry for the wait. Let's go. Yeah, we need 80. And we have 78. Alrighty. Let's go to class. We're full on engineering. So let's see. We have some biology. creativity and persuasion, biology and reasoning. Yep. You're not sure what to expect from life science classes this soon after Professor Hell's death. He was the teacher on the ship who could possibly replace him. You take your seat in the class, there's no teacher here yet. You and the other students wait, exchanging awkward glances as time passes. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who takes a seat beside you, barely giving you a second look. Life science, Instance snaps. Who can tell me what it is? She points at you. Solana, start us off with a correct answer, please. You easily rattle off the subject names. It doesn't look pleased. Alright, we're back! Sorry for the wait. Usually rattles off the subject names. Anson doesn't look pleased, but she doesn't look disappointed either. That's about as good as you ever get from her, honestly. So you can count this as a win. Get to work. Tension stops you on the way to class. Solana, were you heading to life sciences? Good. I could use your help with something, actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. If you give me a hand with it, I'm sure she'll give you credit from the class. Of course I'll help. Honestly, amidst Tang, we just need someone to label petri dishes and move them from the cooler to a different machine. I hope I could do it. Instance is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she processes the results of the scan. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up the scans on her own holopalm. They comfort quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the shimmer, the mysterious illness some colonists get pollen every year, including your dad. Essence looks up at you, as if noticing your existence. Ah, Solana, she says. We've been studying some samples from some of the colonists who get sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lung is kind of fungus. I think the shimmer is a form of reproduction, Tang explains. Alright, we're back. Today it really likes to crash, huh? But we won't let that stop us. You sound like you like the fungus. I admire the mechanism. Tang corrects you. But we'd be much safer if survivors just set it fire to all, rather than try to study it. Who knows what else is out there trying to kill us? One sugar cure! You spent the rest of the week helping them study the illness. Mostly this involves following instructions, doing so as Tang loves to repeat. Jobs a hop I could do, nothing beats hands-on experience though. This would be easier if we had an actual sample of the fungus. Instant remarks. They're working with some biological samples, fancy word for snot, but according to them, the fungus is mixed with human cells. Essence has to spend a lot of time in word space trying to disconnect the two in her models. Where could we find a sample? Our most useful reports have been from foragers returning from Valley of Vertigo, where the pollen is thick all years. That might be a good place to start. Five kudos. Let's try to get it. Alright. Alright. Let's make it a little louder. Alright. This is better, I think. Alright, and a 2. 22! That's a little left after all. Like this. This is perfect. Alright. +5 biology, 2 reasoning. Just what we needed. And +5 kudos. And we're maxed out on stress. Mid pollen. Late pollen. Alright. We can do this now. Tang eyes the colony walls distressfully. If we're to make our home here, we must be prepared for the fact that whatever was here first will attempt to drive us out. Who's to say that aliens are not, at this very moment, preparing a second attack? There's the research coming along. Tended trucks, well enough, she concedes. But I confess, I've actually hit something of a block. I'm sure the answer is right there in front of me, but I can't grasp it. You take a look at her work immediately. You come to a conclusion that had been just out of her reach. Tang rubs her eyes. You are formidable, she says. I have been coming at it wrong the entire time. Ooh, +2 reasoning. Nice. And +2 friendship. How's that friendship going? Coming along well. She taps a few notes into her holopalm and smiles. Thank you for being someone on the stupid rock I can trust to know what they're doing. You need some time off. I know. Alright, there's nothing we can do right now. And we will go on the wall to relax on the walls and hang out with this. You're sitting on the corner of the walls when you notice something unusual. +1 perception, nice. Oh, we can sneak out. It's this. He's crawling out there through a drainage pipe in the wall and sneaking out. You watch him carefully slide the heavy metal grate back into the place behind him, then disappears into nearby trees. What you do? Call security, he might be in danger, leave him be. You know what? We'll leave him be. Well, that's just none of your business, is it? You make note where this came out just in case you decide you'd like to sneak out on your own one day too. You come and go via his secret drainpipe entrance between the sports ball pitch and the garrison pavilion. We don't want to lose either of them. And we got fun friendship with this. Yes, we want to keep our memories. Early dust. Next month. Let's see. You tell Tangent you know where this has been going. The artillery has been sneaking out to explore the channel. Not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned. Really? She says, wringing her hand. Is it safe? I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically. Full offense, Solana, but you're just a kid, she replies. However, I suppose it's good to know he's not alone out there. Tang is very seriously considering a large piece of paper. One of the lab assistants told me that it's impossible to fold a piece of paper in half more than 7 times. She says, this is a myth. You can actually fold a piece of paper in 12 times. And half 12 times. Tang frowns. I cannot abide those normally more intelligent than I am passing on hearsay and urban legend as facts. It is a duty of all scientists to question what is held up as truth. Alright? Is this where we sneak out? No. Sneak out. We could sneak out through the drain pipe. Or we could max out our reasoning. Honestly, for now, we'll study. Still. We'll study biology. Study life sciences. Cal knows so much about animal and plant science, especially for native Fortumian species. When it's time to pick a partner for study group, there's almost a fight who gets to have Cal. You have to work out sort of timeshare system to make sure that everyone has a chance to learn with him. This makes him a very popular person in class, except with Tang. Except with Tang, who refuses to work with him for what she calls irreconcilable moral differences. You figure it's Tang speak for being upset that she's not the star pupil. Get to work. We can get some kudos. We cannot get a flush. The question is, do we want this? This is very strong. Alright. We win. We get the kudos, which we want to get more stats. We're good at training biology. We need 33 probably to get the first perk in biology. But yeah. It's time for the third annual Rotumnalia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Etiquette approaches the stage. He folds her hand and serenely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. And under 3 years we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses and we remain standing. As always, looking forward to the future we are building together. Let us use this Midsummer Festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Utica continues. Fresh weather, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. Etiquette bows her head, but first let us remember Professor Haliotosis, who guided our children, kept our engine running for so many years. Chief Engineer, for instance, will be filling in with help from our ship's AI congruence until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and curious spirit, Tonin joins his daughter Aspartame and his partner Levendula in the world of our memories. In this place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing expeditions. Ooh. Utica invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including Imam, who huffs an annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains still. Actually, Yanti Utica, you all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Utica nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just want to say thanks you all for trusting me with this job, she says, a clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from expeditions and she motions them to quiet down. Uncle Tony left some big shoes to fill and well, I'm gonna give it my best. We're fixing to get at the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks have been getting during pollen, Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep wearing your mask when pollen is sick and let the dog know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Utica says warmly, and thank to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts to play, and now it's time for games and feasting. And as always, we're going science fair. Loyalty and friendship with Tangent. Tangent's projects involves how surveyors gliders work, something to do with the materials they're made from, reacting with the magnetic field of the planet, combined with solar energy collected from the wings. You tune her out, only zoning back when Tangent stumbles one of the judge's technical question. You catch her look of pain frustration as she realizes she doesn't know the answer. The judge's turn to you next. Alright. Let's do this. We want a 5. Let's see. Two. Three. Actually. 3, 2, 4. That's about as good as we get. Next turn. Zero, 1, 2. And I guess then we're going to go for 4. It's not great, but it's the best we got. Now we need a 30. It's not going good. Actually, no, it is going good. Or maybe not. We could push through. No, we definitely want the flush happening. We push through. We take the stress. +1 coolness, +1 reasoning. You do an egg drop experiment taking fragile crystalline glass fruit and 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after fall. Gain status. 2 breaks to succeed. Your experiment is only a sample demonstration of physics. The judge decides to award you choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. Hi, Jack. Thanks for joining. After the festivities, you take time off for much needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomach and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries falling away in the hot dust sun. Minus stress. And yeah, we're popular again. Which means we're going to try and earn as much kudos as we can, so that we hopefully can earn another card. And for now, we're still going with biology. Alright. 2 biology. Because we already maxed out engineering. And we want to max out reasoning. After that, we'll probably go... After that, we might sneak out. Actually, because we actually did unlock the option to sneak out. But yeah, life science. This week in biology class, you learn about predators and prey. Chief Engineer Instant brings up a picture of a hawkeye on the holoprojector and asks, "What is this animal? And what does it do when it sees a predator?" Tank shoots head up. They hop away very quickly. That's why they're called hawkeye. Instant shakes her head. "Tang, you should know better than. Many prey animals run away from predators. What do only hawkeyes do?" Tang blushes and looks down at her lab, mortified that she got the question wrong. Instant scans. They fly away? Yeah, let's go with that. Do we want that card? Yeah, why not? Let's see. You stammer after being put on the spot and just say the first thing that comes to mind. "No, Solana, Hop's eyes do not have wings." Instant frowns and points at the picture. To the right in front of you on the holoprojector, you feel pretty down. They stamp their feet to warn other hawkeyes in the area. Then they hop away very quickly. You look over to Tang, smirking at you. You both got it wrong, but she still thinks she's better than you. Get to work. We'll make it up with Tang. That's a lot of yellow. And technically, right now, we would have won. Oh, one. No, actually, 1, 2, and I guess a 5. We'll only hit the goal. Not great, not awful, only okay. But we don't get kudos. 3 biology, 1 reasoning, 15 stress. We had a very bad hand. Okay, lick dust. Is there anyone we can hang out with? Not really. Back to class then. Study life science. Having Tan in class with Chief Engineer Instance is more like watching a debate than attending class. They're both easily baited into a long, hypothetical discussion that goes so far over the heads of other students that no one can keep up, even Cal, who's arguably just as smart as Tang when it comes to life science. Okay. Let's see. Carp becomes 2. Actually, let's see. This is a super strong card. This is like choker card. Anyway, 2, 2, 2, and 4. And we're hit super goal! Unfortunately, we do not get kudos. But we're almost there with biology. +5 biology. That was super good. Late dust. It's early wet. It soon comes the time where we might have to fight again. Or to hide. That being said, let's see. Our friendship with Tang. 73. That's pretty good. Next month. You know what? We are actually going to sneak out during wet. Hopefully making some kudos. And just see what it does. Let's sneak out through the drain pipe. We're getting some bravery. Sneak out to explore. Let's explore! Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but they will increase your stress. Return home via the home expedition flag, depot flag, or the home button on the top left screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Event respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Alright. That's cool. No, keep exploring. Let's see. Let's do the event. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to the end of a little sawmill. A stand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills studding this area. It's small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a 4th one directs the 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Watch what they're doing. You stay out of the sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. It's probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting new ones, or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees they grow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? +1 perception. Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch. With a scary big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud how industrious your colony is. Alright. The colony outskirts. We want to keep exploring. Collectible. Sturdy mushroom lock. Yeah, that's nice. A bravery challenge. A stream cuts through the path here. There must usually be stepping stones across it, but the water's too high to cross safely. Well, bravery challenge easy. We're gonna be fine. Even if our cards are not as good as they usually are. We can do this, we can do this. Can do this. We would still have some ones. Next round. We kind of wanted 2. 3, 4, 5. That's good. If we have a 6 or a 2, then it's perfect. One. And we actually don't want the +1. So we'll do this. Alright. 3, 4, 5. Will we get a 6 or a 2? We are getting a 2. Zero. 1, 2. No, we don't want this. 3, 4, and 5. We're hitting the super goal, actually. Nice! And we didn't need the mushroom lock. Plus bravery, +1. That's nice. We have 1 bravery. A bit extra stress. +1 bravery. You bravely fall and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. Alright. Time passes. There is muddy from all the recent rain. Like, real muddy. If you walk further, you'll likely get swallowed by a gruesome puddle of muck. Try to walk through it. Okay, we can do this, which is already pretty good. Zero, 1. Well, 0, 0. Oh, next round. Zero. No, we don't need that. 1, 1, 3, 3, 5. Yeah, that's a bit overkill. But, oh well. Victorious. +2 kudos. +2 from best score and popular status. Nice. We get 1 perception. You hop from the dry spot to dry spot. Miraculously, you don't fall in. Up in armpits. Time passes. Ooh, what are you? Your way is blocked by a strange small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. 2 blink sideways on the top of its head like frog eyes. This must be a hobby. You heard people talk about him. You've never seen one up close. It keeps stamping its foot on the ground really loud. Alright, let's do the challenge. Zero, 1, 2. Alright. Let's see. Five, 4, 3, and a 1. Right? Nah, actually, we can do better than this. $28. Next round. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's do it like this. Yeah, I know I'm doing overkill here, but oh well. Alright. And we get some extra kudos. That's another 2 kudos. And an animal stat. And 1 animal and 1 perception. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear a little squeaking noise from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid its nest, speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. We can do 1 more. You should go home soon. Yeah. We can do 1. Oh! You spot this, sitting in a clearing, not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you're thinking about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore. And it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. This stares unblinking as you approach. Hi, Solana. Hi, Dis. He seems in a good mood. Something you see very rarely. Did you see Chief Surveyor Utopia out here? Dis asks. She has like X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool? Sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up, walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Yeah, this is becoming a friend. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff's face. This walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on! Be brave. Alright. Not the best hand. We can make this. Actually, I think I can do better. Let me think. 3. How was it again? Well, not the card I wanted to, but I'll deal with it. Alright. Next round. 0, 0, oh wait. 0, 0, 5. Right, next round, and now we're gonna hit super gold. 2, 2, 3, 5, 5. Alright, super gold! 2 kudos. And we did get some kudos. I hope to make more around this time, but bravery. Which leaves us with 3 bravery. Doesn't sound like too much, but these other stats, we got a little bit of them during our trip here. Ooh. And minus stress, so we can technically explore a bit more. 1 perception, game memory, a beautiful visit, and 2 friendship with this. Yeah, we're getting there. You bravely step out the rock, onto the rock, and walk out to the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopan, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. You earned this. Keep exploring. Alright. We still can to make 2 more explorations. Alright. Let's say hi to Mr. Monster. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. Like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks. We're flat with a reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. Be as quiet as possible. Alright. This. Doesn't matter, but yeah. Not bad, not bad. 0, 0, 1, 1. Is an 11. 1, 2, 3. Super goal. 1. But we can do better. Alright. Super goal. +1 perception. +2 kudos. And +1 animals. All these extra stats are going to help us eventually, I think. It's okay to have one of these trips once in a while. Especially because intelligence-wise, we are already pretty good. Like, our main stat is already pretty good. Gaining some other stats isn't too bad. As you settle in to watch it from behind. A strand of mush trees, the Unisaurus looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First it sniffs out a good tree, rubs the scent glands and its neck against its throttly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything does seem so magical. You quietly take the picture with your home palm. But you know you can't share it or you could be caught for sneaking out. Another animals! Stat. Next it sharpens its horn against the rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice a bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Minus stress, so we can continue! Nice! Eventually curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This is so wonderful. Rotunda is a magical place. Yeah, we get a bit more stress, but we just reduced 30 stress. So we are honestly cooking right now. Like, I did not expect our trip to go so well. You're minding your own business when you stumble into... There's something here. Something invisible that makes the hairs on your arm stand on end. Like an electric aura. As you walk forward, it begins to feel like something nipping on your ankles. But when you look down, there's nothing there. You back away. The sensation stops. You move forward. Oh, it's worse. The feeling is like a tiny electric bites. It's growing more intense. Some kind of microscopic gnats? An electric field of some sort? It hurts, but maybe you can find a way to avoid it. Alright. Let's see. We can use this. Zero, 1, 2, 3. And we already hit the normal goal and we still have one more round. Five. 3. 32. We're gonna get some more kudos. Perception and kudos. Our perception is 8 now. How much is our bravery? 3. Five extra stress. but more perception. So our perception is 9 now. By trial and error and a little intuition, you find a route through whatever it is. The shock seems strongest near some low-lying ferrectal plants. You can hear humming from the palms, and decide it must be some kind of natural electric field. Maybe to ward off animals, like you. How much? 70? Yeah. Since we're always getting 15 stress, the next event will likely be the last. Lock. Yeah, this is likely as far as we go. But we still get the lock. The mush trees are tallest and wet. You come across a cluster of them that look ripe for harvesting. If you're older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, give them a friendly pat. 1 perception and 1. Yeah, that's 10 perception. You like the mush trees. You give 1 pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflage creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks like a little octopus or starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree, giving it a hug. You two are not tired to continue. Should go home now. Yep, we're going home. But we get 2 extra bravery and 1 perception and 1 friendship with this. This gets us to 5 bravery. This was absolutely worth it. Early wet. Then we're taking mid-wet rest because, well, we have to. Most of the time you're alone up here, except occasionally passing guard, but sometimes you're joined by this. He barely looks up at you as you plop down and kick your feet through the railing over the edge. Looks like he's doodling on his helipad. You see all sorts of plants, mushrooms, little creatures with too many eyes or too many legs. He has a selection of plant samples on his side, like an artist's paintbrush laid on a towel. He must quite be the junior botanist. He's not drawing plants right now, though. He's actually drawing a person, but not anyone you recognize from the colony. They have long dark hair and a pointed face, and covered from head to toe in a floaty black robe. They look neat. You wonder if they're this original character or something. That looks nice. This smiles shyly, but doesn't look away from his drawing. Thanks, he mumbles. I'm not very good at drawing him yet. Let's forget the crawling. We are still a smart person. Yes. Alright. We can interact with this. This sitting in the grass near the gates that lead out the channel. He's just staring into nothingness, picking up some minor weeds. He pretends not to notice as you approach. Let's sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit down, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out and doing nothing. to friendship with this. You're starting to wonder if this will ever acknowledge you when he says, "I've got to go." As he starts to go down on a hill, he pauses. "This is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow." Alright? Let's see. Apply for delivery. We would need more toughness or more organizing. Let's see what here is. Defense training. Combat. Play sports ball. Would give us training and bravery and toughness. Or I say we max out reasoning first. We're pretty good on it. Or no, you know what? No. Let's go play sports ball. To get the bravery. Plus 10 stress. It actually gives less stress than other stuff. So yeah, let's go. And Amona meets you at the court. She's bouncing from one leg to another in excitement. "My brother Chrome is an organizing in the youth team," she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses the sports ball your way. "Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your team." Let's choose Cal. Tom will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on other sides. "Mind if I play goalie?" he asks. "Sport ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team." "Sure thing, pal." And I'm gonna choose kombucha, of course. Dimumfist. Your choice next. I'll play Spiker Mart. Mars runs to take position. Seems she's in for glory. Hopefully she will want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off 3-on-3. Alright, normal toughness challenge. Let's see if we can do it. Zero. No, wait. Actually. 3, 4, 5. That's already pretty good. One. That's a 14. We already used one gem. It's fine though. 2, 3, 5, and 1. Nice! Would you look at that? That being said, actually, do we want the super goal actually? No. I think we want to hit the goal for the 5 kudos. Alright, we got the 5 kudos. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Plus 5 kudos. Game memory, playing sports ball. The score is tied, with Anemone and Calm putting the pressure on. Then blam, you score the match point with a red spike all the way from the net line. Good work. Alright. 2 bravery, 1 toughness, 10 stress. With that, we have 7 bravery. Laid wet. And we're having glow season. Glow is always kinda scary. We know what's coming. The monsters are coming. Will we fight? Are we brave enough to fight? We will see. Actually, I'll try to get some more bravery. Play sports ball. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports balls under the bleachers and in the dark corners this month. He submits his request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-dark paint so that it's easier to spot the ball, but it gets rejected for not being priority concern. Alright. Actually, this time we don't want the money. This time we want to hit super goal. That is, if he can. Alright, super goal. We used our consumables, but that's fine. You worked well this month, plus bravery. With that we have 11 bravery, 1 toughness, 10 stress, plus 1 kudos. We still got 1 kudos. And some friendship with Anemone. 2 data points from a line, 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even plants seem different. They say new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger, heavier than you've ever seen. You and the colonists throw evacuation plans. Alright. You're in engineering. When you hear the sirens ring through the colony, you cover your ears against the noise and make way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points. You should be safe there. But it wasn't last year safe for Professor Hell. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can protect anyone. We need 15 bravery. Okay, we can't do it yet. Alright, stay put. We're staying put. You, Tang, Martz, and the other kids try to stay calm. Congress directs you under the big tables together, then assigns you a chapter on Earth's history as if nothing was happening. It's not impossible to think if with the sirens going off. You read and reread the same paragraph over and over, trying to think about some monster bursting through the door or wall. Let's take it seriously. Yep, friendship retangent. There's nothing you can do. So you try to apply yourself reading the chapter you've been assigned. You struggle with your mind racing. You notice tension trying to do the same. She gives you a faint smile over the holoscreen. Let's hope we didn't lose someone. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 shots. Pulse as all clear message flashes on your holopalms. We didn't lose anyone throughout the year. This is good. You and the other children file out of engineering. You head back to your quarters. Your parents want to know that you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug. Your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters. Your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck float about, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the portal and windows at the fields. Did we lose someone? Did everyone survive? 12. We still have a lot of years for. Game ends at age 19. Starts age 13. We made good friends with some people, especially Tension. We got a lot of stats. 11 perception, 11 bravery. Starts age 13. Let's see. Anyone to talk to? No. For now, we don't need to train more bravery immediately. After we get the next rest, we'll go out again, then get another rest, then we start studying again. That's how we're gonna do it. But yeah, let's study life sciences. We want also some kudos. This week in biology class you're studying sugarbox. It's a native species that looks like purple marshmallows, about the size of this native species look like purple marshmallows about the size of your fist, puffy and squishy and kind of cute. They don't move or do much, but if you tickle them, they're exude edible syrup from the hole on the top of their bodies. And now you're going to the second one. Alright, let's dissect it. Yeah, let's dissect it. You're given, thankfully, already a deceased sugar bug to work with. The moment you scalpel slices it open, a horrid smell assaults you. Sweet like rotting fruit. Yike! You see trying not to gag too. Alright, dissection. Ooh, it's a big one. Let's see. We want to keep the chem ones. Let's see. We can do the tours. That gives us a good start. The second gem, we have 3 gems. Right. Two, 3. No, we don't want to use this one. Let's use this one. Alright. Alright. We did not get the last one. Five, 3. Actually, let's do it like this. Two. This is about the best I can do, I think. Which, I mean, we do. Actually, we want to meet the goal. Goal's 29. Alright, 29. Five kudos. Hello, Loaf Duck. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Have you ever heard of the game? I was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a really nice game. Well, it's about growing up on a space colony. Not space colony, but on a colony on an alien planet. It's really fun. Hope you enjoy. It's on Steam, yeah. You carefully section your sugarbuck into 6 discrete organs. You take a photo with your hollow palm, carefully fill in labels from all the parts. That's pretty good, Tank says, peeking at your work. These things are slipperier than I expected. Parts of mine are still moving. I hope you enjoy it when you check it out. Time's up! says Dr. Instance. Please place your dissected sugar box into these tanks to leave on overnight. The next morning, your class is in for a surprise. The sugar boxes are alive again, and there are more of them. Your teacher explains that their DNA is so malleable that almost any part of a sugar box can turn into any other part if it needs to. Thank you, Jack. That's very sweet. And any other part if it needs to. The resulting sugar boxes are smaller, but will eventually grow into full-sized ones. Recombinant biology is weird. 3 biology, 1 reasoning, 15 stress, and friend with Tenji. When we hit 33, we get a perk. And when we hit 100, we get a perk. So we're currently trying to get biology up and reasoning. You wake up to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't it today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen on their argument. Oh no, bad feeling. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Solana is a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risk, or she'll start acting out. That's just how being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. We actually kind of already did that. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing if they ever disagree. They started quietly or go to meditation. This time, they sound really upset. It's unsettling. I say you don't need to. We don't want them to argue. They glance at you. Your mom holds her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Granium, she grates. You said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? This is very interesting because so far it was always our mom who didn't want us to go out. But I guess now she wants to. Your dad flails his hand helplessly. Because Flulu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her, your mom almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Solana's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on, so you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending that's not the case. We're not brave enough to do that. Stay quiet or... You want the first choice, huh? Yeah, why not? Want you to just shut up? Your outburst at least makes them stop arguing, but they still look unhappy. You're a bit surprised how angry you got there. Where did that come from? I'm sorry, Chumbak, your dad says softly. We shouldn't be arguing in front of you. We're just worried about you. I don't want you to be in danger, even though we both know it's a part of growing up. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Solana, sorry, it's your birthday today. And we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. Thanks. They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia opened up positions in the expedition for kids 13 and older, and well, that's you now. Oh, I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you're safe inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on let you choose your own path in life. So if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Alrighty. Bit quiet. Let's see. Let's go over here. Apply to delivery. We can't do delivery. And we don't have enough to buy anything. We can talk to him in a moment. Let's see. You step cautiously through the calling gates. Hey, little. How's it going, little sis? Chief Surveyor Utopia steps casually out to bar your way while making it look accidental. Whoa there, I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyor check yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick to sports ball inside the walls for now? She wraps her knuckles into your scalp and sends you on your way. Alright. Yeah, we could sneak out, but actually, maybe it's here? No. Well, they said we can apply. How much bravery would we need to actually go out? We would need bravery 20. Well, I say we talk to Dad first. He has something to say. No, that's not Dad. But actually, want to hear a fun nature fact? Cal takes a deep breath and lets out a huge sigh. I love the smell of the air here, he says. It's not clean like the Strato, but like it's fresh. And if you know what I mean, it smells like dirt, compost, and manure. Growing things when I breathe in is just... He takes another breath. It reminds me that everything here is alive and important. Want to hear a fun nature fact? You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying hobbies. Hobbies have 1 foot, 2 tail forks, 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. Interesting. And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky. Callas, finishing the mononymic with you. Wait, how did they find out that Popeyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. Alright, we got some biology. That's nice. Unlock Xenobotany research and geoponics. That's interesting. Unlock the research, yes. You have something to say? You're looking for Cal in the garden when you trip over someone else. One of the Anarchists, they're blindfolded? Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face into the ground. It's Citrus, one of Anemona's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cal chucks over and grabs Citrus with a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy hair. Dude, we were so close. Citrus stamps his foot and complains that you got in his way. It's not her fault, Cal says. She didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach her how to play. Cal turns to you as Cirrus leaves. Sorry, Solana. Sheepishly. I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like Anemona than I thought. Real competitive, you know? He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games. Other than sports ball, he says. No winners, no losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. You want to learn how to play? We want to learn how to play. Let me check your mechanical. Yes. Cal's smile looks like it's gonna stretch right off its face. Radical! He shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Okay, so first put on this blindfold. The blindfold is a little stretchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulder. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk all the way to cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Cal's grill, but you can hear in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Cal says, you gotta walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions as best you can, or make it difficult for him? Oh, let's do our best. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands up for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah, Cal says. Now turn to right. Take 15 steps until you get to the door. Get it right. You turn to the right, walk forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hand lands on warm metal of the door. Success! Nice! Awesome! Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? We don't have empathy 20. You open the door and start walking forward. The path slopes downwards. Your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors on stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says. You can feel uneasy prickle up the back of your arms. Just keep going forward. Can you trust him? You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against this sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on your hands. Ouch! You tear off the blindfold and the sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? He asks. You look down on yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Well, being a kid, huh? Cal helps you stand. I'm sorry, Solana. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some Martana juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Alrighty. Let's talk to Dad. You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug. Kiddo! He exclaims. Then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking, I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. We agree sometimes, just like every couple, but it's unfair that you had to see how the soy sauce gets made. We don't. It's okay. He pats you on the shoulder. Thanks for saying so. You're a great kid. Your mom and I talked it out, he continues. We're both just putting our everything into the farm right now, and it makes us kind of snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes your down. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. Alright. But we don't have the bravery yet. Well, let's see. We could do something here. Explore the Xenobortana, Leela. Hey kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk where he's dissecting a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me the separator? I've really got my hands and things here. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird, stoma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pools onto the desk. Whoa, he exclaims. I thought I drank this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess? You help him mop up the flower juice. Yuck, it's sticky and smells like rotten vegetables. When you're done, he looks up at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of your kids to come help me out with research the native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the labs? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as gene tech research, for instance, but it's important. He grins. Let me talk to your mom about it tonight before you go telling her. She's not a fan of alien plants, you know. If it were up to her, we'd fill these greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else, but there's gotta be more on this planet we can cultivate. If you find any cool plants while you're exploring, bring them here and we can take a look at them. Unlock the Xenobortana. So is that... What do we get? We would get friendship with Kel. We would get kudos. Kind of a lot, actually. We get biology and organizing. Actually, this doesn't sound half bad. $15 kudos is actually pretty good. Your dad introduces you to the little lab they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora we know practically nothing about. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fibers with or build with? Or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me, we're gonna find out, my little potato. Yeah, Dad! Let's find out. Your dad directs you to a research bench. And here's where you'll be working. The bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you can put things into. Stick something in the hole. You put one of the ceilings into a small slot in the table and the little door slides shut and then reopens. A loud brrr startles you. Oh no, you broke it, your dad laughs. Not just kidding. You're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. I love that. That is awesome. Careful, find the on switch. There is no on switch. Yep, you looked everywhere. Let's press buttons at random. You mash all tables buttons until yo kiddo. It's congruent. The friendly ship's computer beams at you from her own holoscreens. sat into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder where she got the yo-yo-yo from. Your dad lost. Don't tell anyone, but Congress is the real brains of the operation, he confesses. Though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new, so don't be afraid to try stuff. Alright? Let's see. We have twos that we want to use. And we hit Supergirl. Awesome. Supergirl is almost always good, and unless it says we have to hit the goal. Anyway. You worked well. 5 biology, 2 organizing, 15 kudos, and 10 stress. That's real nice. $52, mid-quiet. And we can buy something else if we want to. But I think in the future we'll start working in the lab. Let's see, what can we buy with 50? We could get some extra biology. Some extra persuasion. But let's get the bonus to biology. That doesn't sound too bad. +1 straight bonus, +1 bonus to... Or, no, let's get this first, and then we save up to 100. Which will get us almost to 100. This will be extremely useful. +15 to all skills. We definitely eventually want that. But for now, let's get to biology. Okay. Character type? You got it, right? Did it work? Memories. Gear. Ah. That's it. You keep adding your deck as you age. You can forget cards by spending time relaxing. You have a limited number of gear slots based on your organization and other skills. Collect gear to equip and unequip it. Collectibles that you find while exploring may be given as gifts to friends or be used in challenges as one-time bonuses. Hell yeah. +1 to straights. That's how this works, huh? +1 to, yeah, low cards. It's not bad. But, yeah. We want the biology. So that's how that works. Right.
Anyway, let's go keep working in the lab. Since we have limited slots, I say we actually do try to save up for 200 so that we can get 15 on all stats. Researching time. Alright. Hey Squirt, your mom calls out. Don't you think you start thinking about what you're gonna do when you're older? You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join the folks on the farm? If you think you're up for it. I'm ready. We did unlock farming. Your mom claps you on the back. Oof, she's just as strong as she looks. Great, she says. Come see me in the charoponics when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. Alright. We unlocked farming. Oh, this is a good card. Alrighty, then. And super goal! But no, actually, we earn enough that it's still worth hitting the super goal because we get 15. And super goal gives us extra stats. And a little bit of extra money too. Still. 5 biology, 2 organizing, 16 kudos, 10 stress. And we make better friends with Kel. Yeah, this is the Kel year, not the Tang year. But we will get better friends with her still. We are already pretty good with her. Anyway, biology, 50. Early pollen, yay. Hope that is okay. Oh, you find glittering Kelton. Your dad is sniffling and sneezing pretty bad this morning. He collapsed around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health, especially now that the pollen is back. Yep, I'm feeling anxious too. He's working hard in the fields, respirator hanging from his neck as he grunts and shovels dirt into a wheelbarrow. He sees you coming and stands straight up, coughing a little, then stretches his back. Hey kiddo, what brings you out? You have to wear your respirator. Your dad makes a blah 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 motion with his hand. I do. Don't look at me like that. I'm just getting some fresh air. It's hard to breathe with this thing on. I'm racing to get pixie beans into the ground. He continues. We're all set to get a great harvest this time for Rotumia. He leans on his shovel, tucking one foot behind the other, rocking back and forth. Truth is, I've been working like a dog. I'd love to get out here for a while. Hey, what do you say you and I go for a little walk? He says, brightly. I know you don't get outside the walls much either, but we could go do a little nature walk. I study all the plants the foragers bring back, but I've never really seen them in the wild. No way. Dad, not in your condition. Nah, your dad growls. People go out there all the time. We'll stay close to the colony, don't worry. Your mom doesn't see the draw. He continues, flipping his shovel up on his shoulder, picking his way carefully out of the turned fields. She likes what she can't control, you know? But there's a whole planet out there, and I want to explore. He stops, doubles over, suddenly racked with coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries a few times to catch his breath, but each time it starts to cough harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. You should stay indoors, Dad. Oh, your dad wheezes. You're just like Instance. They're all sticking them out. I remember when we were young. Maybe because you're sick? Dude, you shouldn't be outside. I remember when we were younger. She always walking around with her nose in everyone's business. She always thinks she knows best for people. Despite his breath roar, he has to hold on to you for balance as he catches his breath again. Okay, maybe now's not the best time. He gasps, finally putting his respirator back on. But you and me, we have a date with the outside world, kiddo. I'm taking a rate check. Huh! He says, his eyes rimmered, streaming from irritation. I can't wait until Instance figures out a treatment for the shimmer thing. She says maybe next year, or maybe one after that. I'm gonna be the first in line, you bet. Alrighty. Let's see. Science is the language of all things, even the plants such as this, Tank says. As foreign as it seems, all living things act according to the biology. Tank tilts her head. And biology is simply applied chemistry, which is simply applied physics, which means anything that is observable and many things that are not are governed by the rules of mathematics, which are as elegant as constant as the universe began. Simple as always, girl. Well, let's study research the xenobotany. The colony uses some recycled spaceship parts to build new structures. But most new construction is made of mushwood, a fungal lumber harvested from the mushrooms that tower over the forest in wet season. It's strong, tall, and versatile, like bamboo was back on Earth. But the downside of harvesting fungus in wet is that the logs need to be dried out for almost 2 months before they can be used in construction. That's a long time. Maybe if you study mushwood, you can figure out a way to shorten the drying time. You'll need to get your hands on some mushwood to study. 3 pieces should do. Come back with it later. Yeah, mushroom wood. Alright. Redraw our hand. Do we want that? Actually, yes, we want to redraw our hand. Well, that solves it. For 6. And a 2. And we're hitting super goal. Well, you heard it today, mushroom wood. But honestly, it's an interesting thought on an alien planet that life would be possible. What kind of planet would it be? What kind of things would we see there? It is an interesting thought. 5 biology, 2 organizing, 16 kudos, 10 stress. Well, we're making good progress with our biology. Mid-pollen. Alright. We'll soon would be able to buy another gear, but we won't. We will save for the 200. So that we can get 15 stats on everything. Because that's gonna help us much more than extra 5 stats on something. Alright. Let's see. Could we do that now? Apply for delivery. We need 10 organizing. We have 9 organizing. So we could do that soon. Yeah, we need a break soon. But we can still go for 2 seasons before we need a break. Work on the farm will give us toughness. But honestly, we want some organizing. Also, it pays better. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with a purpose. He doesn't even stop to say hello before disappearing into the barn. Follow him. You slip into the barn behind Cal, surprised to find him kneeling on the ground, feeding leaves to a small caterpillar-like creature. Aww. Did you see my mascot cosplay in Looney's art page? I didn't yet, but I will take a look after the stream. You slip into the barn behind Cal, surprised to find kneeling, feeding leaves to a small caterpillar-like creature. It scampers around him on its 6 stubby legs, white feet, chirping and shouting at him. Aw, isn't it adorable? The art is so adorable of this thing. You're surprised, actually, that you let the barn door close loudly. Cal's head snaps. Solana! He gasps, trying to scoot the creature behind him. What is that thing? Cal sighs and scoops up the creature, cradling it in his arms. It immediately flips over and shows Cal its soft pink belly, begging for some scratchies. Yeah, it is totally adorable, the scene. I really like Cal. Cal is super cool. This is Socks, Cal says, quietly. I found her cocoon in one of the first shipments of mushwood and named her species Dillipiller, cause I couldn't find anything like her in the Surveyor's archives. I've been taking care of Socks for years, Cal insists. She's really sweet, I promise. I hope nobody finds out. I'm not gonna tell him it's dangerous. Same here, Cal says. You remember Miss Manners? The mouse we found on the stratospheric? The grown-up wouldn't let us keep her. He frowns. I wonder what happened to her in engineering. Maybe Tang knows. He places socks gently into the box and closes the lid. Go back to sleep, little buggy wuggy. He groans. Sleep tight. Go to work. Solana, can I get your help with something in the barn? Kel asks. He excuses himself from planning with locale. Something's wrong with Socks, Kel says, closing the door behind you. She won't eat, she cries all the time. You look into Socks' crate. He's almost too big for it now. Even curled into a ball, she raises her head and pees miserably at you. Then curls even tighter, her ball bones antenna drooping. Aww. She looks paler, right? Kel says, coming up beside you. She's always sleeping cold. I don't know what to do. She won't eat leaves anymore or anything else I bring her. Potatoes, corn, white, meat, burns. She just chews them and spits them out. He points to the lid of the box. He's been chewing on her box too, he says. I'm worried she's going to chew her way out and escape while I'm not here. Kel rubs Socks under her chin and she barely responds to his touch. You've been outside the walls, right, Solana? Have you ever seen any animals like Socks? Full-grown ones. What do they eat? I'll look next time I'm surveying. Thank you, Solana. Kel says, sighing as he closes the box. I'm really worried. Alright. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's not enough for a super goal, so if we can't hit the super goal, does this give more points? No. It's just barely enough. Yeah, if it's not enough to hit the super goal, then it's better that we meet the goal so that we can get the extra 5 kudos. You worked well this month. Means we only get 4 biologies, but we get 20 kudos. Which is also pretty good. And yeah. You're getting older. It's the magical time in your life, full of discoveries and possibilities. When children become adults, their bodies change in weird, wonderful, oft embarrassing ways. When you were younger, congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for changes your bodies would experience. Which parts of the presentation was relevant for you? We have breast growth. Yeah, we basically choose our biological gender now with 13. You and friends giggled through Congruent's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice began to drop and Marge started to dress differently. Until one morning you wake up and something feels different. You know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you expected them down there. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember congruent sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for the real world practical applications. If you just go back to sleep, it'll go away, right? Nope, won't go away. You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, your period started. Discreetly ask your mom for help. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture your mom to come over. When she sees the problem, her eyes go wide and she gives you a big hug. What? My little girl is growing up, she exclaims. You feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. Kids are so easily embarrassed. She puts her hands on the shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but getting your period is important. Sometimes we need a bit of a mess in our lives to remind us that we're real, that we're part of this world, and reminds us that we have the ability to make life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. You can't think of anything worse. Thankfully, soon you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this every month. Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's proud of you. It's super embarrassing and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to the bunk to stew about it. Oh, that's adorable. Gain status, hormones. Teenage hormones are making you brave and rebellious. Rebellion increased tripled. What is happening? You feel on edge today, like everything happens feels so unfair and tragic. You want to punch stuff, then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone and you desperately want attention. You feel like a fond new energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerously uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Solana. Okay. Hormones. This is fun mechanic. Late pollen. Yeah, we have 59. We could. You know what? We do take a break now. Relax on the walls. You heard Chief Red on the lookout for lookouts. That is for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count sinners. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once over, eyes narrowed. Alright, says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does the sign says? Failed to read it. You struggle to read the sign. After a few false starts, Red claps his hand on your shoulder. Don't strain yourself, Solana. He says, I got a whole jungle out there that needs people to stare at it for hours, and you'd be perfect for the job if you had better eyesight. Oh, come on! What does he know? Perception is about way more than just eyesight. It's about being alert and putting information into context. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Rude! Yeah. We're good. We're taking that one. Done. And forget. Yes. Early dust. Alright. We're going to sneak out. I say. Should we? I think we should for Cal, right? Or we can keep earning money. I think we need to keep earning money. Out there we won't earn that much money. So let's research Sempertani further. Still waiting on collecting those mushroom samples. You can put her around the lab working on other stuff in the meantime. But you really need those samples if you want to move ahead with the project. Okay, we will need that. This is also a reason why we need to go out. But for now, let's see if we can hit the super goal. Otherwise, we'll just hit the goal. Let's see. 4, 4, 3, 3, and a 1. Okay, we won't hit the super goal. It's 28, 20. 23. This is 20. Can we hit the goal is the question. 22. 27. 26. We hit the goal. You worked well, biology, 20 kudos. And 5 biology. 63, so we're close to getting our second biology perk. It's our tomb, Nealia. Time for speeches, games, and feasting. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's more food than you usually see all at one time. This year, though, something new. Great baked tartines of glowing beans. Weird. You try to sneak some food before the speech is stopped by Chief Engineer. Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a big yelling match. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instant blames your mom for the way things are right now. Whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your dummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. Yeah, Dad is the best. Governor Ricard takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome everyone to our 4th Ventrinalia celebration, she says, speaking through a microphone. Her voice has been getting weaker lately and can't reach across the square as it used to. Oh no. I'm proud as always to stand before you as your governor, to celebrate another year in peace and prosperity on this planet. Utica steps aside, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Zeke to complete the annual formalities. She's not gonna live for long anymore. Your mom steps forward. This year's feast includes new glow-in-the-dark food. Pixie beans, our first domesticated retumnant crop. The crowd applauds and your mom raises her hand. Credit goes to Germnian. He insisted we dedicate a third of our field to them. So you have to thank him to thank for the light show in your toilets tonight. The light shows in your toilet. A smattering of laughter ripples through the crowd. Your dad shook us nervously. I mean, that made me laugh too. Your mom's smile fades. As you know, we lost our hydroponics and microbial soil to the wormhole accident, she says. These pixie beans will make up for the losses we faced with our earth crops. Utica's sweetie voice rattles through a microphone. Thank you, everyone. Let's go on with the games. The crowd packs away the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition will you participate? As always, we're our science. Tension's science fair project is monstrously complicated. She gives a 20-minute speech about cell division and a few different Rotumian species that goes not just over your head, but the heads of everyone in the crowd. What is she even doing locked up in a cell in the lab all day? Instance is intrigued. She asks Tang a series of questions, soon honing in on something Tang overlooked. Tang is so upset with herself she can barely finish answering. Your turn. Present your object. Alrighty. Card becomes 3. 3. 3. We can use this for 333. 49. Alrighty. Two. No. 3. 2. And we could get a 2. Actually, we want to keep the gems. We can get a bunch of 2s though. Actually, we make it like this. Do it like this. It's not perfect. We lose some points, but it's fine. Worst case, we can power through, but I don't think we will have to. Alright. This becomes 11. This becomes a 3. We did hit a 42. Can we hit more? Would we hit more like this? No, 43. 5? No, that would be 6. This grate is not enough to make up for it. This is better. This is about as good as we get. This did really mess us up, but otherwise we would have gone pretty good. But we still win. We don't hit the super goal. We get +1 reasoning. That's good. From the absorbent brain. Your project this year is power generation. Explaining the ways the colony will be able to generate power once the nuclear engines eventually need to be turned off. You've compared the efficiency of burning meshwood, petals, snow spark, and sin oil they found under the southern swamps. And we won again. And we got popular. Now we can make really a lot of money, though. You'd love to outfit the colony with solar power, but these panels are full of precious metals. You haven't found alternatives on Ratumnia. You conclude the wind and hydroelectric powers are easiest to maintain and most suitable. Impressing everyone with your work model of a hydroelectric dam. Another win. Finally, it's time for the feast. The pixie beans are a hit. Your parents keep tooting their many benefits. They grow well here, they're super nutritious, they taste great, they're really versatile, and kids love the bright multicolor glow. Need to drink a little bit. Your rumbling stomach has made you grouchy. Your parents won't let you eat until you finally stop bragging about your until they finally stop bragging about their dumb beans. You consider the option pixie bean soup, pixie bean salad, pixie bean chili, even pixie bean aquafaba dessert. Everything glows in the evening twilight. Pixie beans! You solemnly shove your pixie bean everything around on your plate. You don't even want to eat them anymore. Stupid beans, stupid face, stupid games, stupid everyone. Ah! Yeah, we are rebellious. We're a teenager. Every time someone turns to talk to you, especially about how great these beans are and how great your parents are for growing them, you just get more irritated. They're just beans. It's like they love these beans more than they love you. You're probably just hungry. Screw these stupid beans. Okay, we lost some toughness. Plus 15 rebellion. Yeah. Who says you have to eat a bunch of stupid glowing gimmick beans? They're not the boss of you. You get to decide what goes into your body. Your dad is amused, but your mom isn't so forgiving. Eat your food, Solana, she says gently. We worked hard to make this food for you. Did I ask? Your dad tries to calm the situation, but your mom slams her fist on the table. The noise makes everyone nearby stop talking and turn to stare at you. Eat your damn dinner, Solana, she shouts. I'm sick of your attitude. No! You can't make me! No! Your mom stands up. Oh, I can't. Can I? Ooh boy. Your dad finally gets a word in. Calm down, everyone, he says. Solana doesn't have to eat anything she doesn't want to. He turns to you. There's not much other than beans, kiddo. Just regular old soy rations. You'll never eat those stupid beans. You'll just eat stinky, boring soy rations until your parents figure out how to grow something else. That's their job. Oh, we're a teenager, alright. After dinner, everyone breaks into little groups to talk or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You're still feeling irritated by everything, so when your friends try to pull you into some rhythmic clapping game, you back off and go back to your quarters. Was what Constance was talking about when she warned you that your hormones will make you feel out of control sometimes? Yep! Your parents get back much later than you, making a ton of noise as they drunkenly make their way to bed. The next morning, your mom ignores you until it's time to leave for breakfast. Aw, Mom is mad at us. Middust. We're popular. We're still rebellious. But now we can earn a shit ton of money. Because now we earn double money for 3 months. Still waiting on collecting these mushroom samples, you can put around the lab working on other stuff in the meantime. But you really need the samples if you want to move ahead. Yeah, I know. Okay, we want to hit the super goal. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Three. Imperfect. This is... I don't think we can hit the super goal. Yeah, rebellion. Yeah. Alright. Let's go with that then. You worked well. 30 kudos. Yeah, that's why we want to work right now, because we get 30 to 40 kudos each time. That makes us hit the 200 really fast. We can unlock the job here, see if it pays better. Apply to delivery. Jeff administers Seek greets you at the depot. They look you up and down. Solana, you never struck me as particularly or responsible or organized. But the children never are. What makes you think you'll be good fit for the position of courier? Didn't realize there was going to be a job interview. I am organized. Cleaning your bedroom once in a while isn't the same thing. Seek sneers. But luckily for you, you're the only applicant this week. You get the job for now anyways. They use their elegant stylus to note this under holopam. Come back in a few minutes and you can make some deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos in for you if you do it correctly. Alright, let's see. Delivery 5Q. 5 kudos. Yeah, right. Good. We got 1 mushroom log. We do need 2 more. But yeah, 5 kudos. Still waiting on collecting those mushroom samples. Alright, 1 card is locked. Let's see. Certainly this. This gives us 6. And let's see. We can sort this a little bit. That's about all we can do. We don't want to use the mushroom log. We need that. So, yeah. No super goal, but for biology, 32 kudos. Best score, and also popular status, that's great. Yeah, earning that money is so worth it. Oh, we also hit new perk, yes. More collectibles. Collectibles are respawn faster. That's great. Yeah. I can check on Tang. Yeah, no, Tang doesn't have anything new for us. Well, we're gonna earn money anyway. Research. Still waiting, get to work. 5 kudos if we hit goal. So we want to hit goal. We don't want to hit super goal. That's too much. That's perfect. Because that's 40 kudos. Which means we are actually going to hit the 200 soon. Which I say makes it all worth it, don't you think? 10 stress, yeah. Midwet. Now we are normally again. But that's fine. Oh, Kel has something for us. Hold your head down, my darling. You hear us in the garden looking for Cal. I'll help you with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him, holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a bit puffy. He rubs them, sniffs as you approach. Hey, Solana. Hello, Solana. Tara greets with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance just took a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing. These names, I swear. Calcitrance. Recalcitrant. Mom, Cal complains. It wasn't that bad. Are you gonna be okay? I'm okay, Cal reassures. I just bumped my head a little. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile. Even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over to you. Don't let him show off to you for you, Solana. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the day, for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tira laughs and rubs a big muddly hawk, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protest, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. Aww. Anyway, we make the money. We hope that we can still go buy things. If we can, it's perfect. Research. Get to work. Okay, we want to hit super goal. Okay, let's do it like this. 7, 6. And we hit super goal. Real easy, actually. You work well. 15 kudos. Yeah, next month we will have the kudos necessary to buy the plus 15 on fall stats. Which will probably max us out on, or almost max us out on reasoning, and probably almost max us out on biology. Then we'll just have to take like one biology class to max it out. Anyway. Let's look around if anybody's to talk to. No. Huh. Bubble fruit. Research. Get to work. We can use the bubble fruit if we want to. 3, 5, 6. 5. Ah. $27? Well, it's good enough. $15 kudos. Glow season is scary. You will see why. And we will probably more see of glow seasons this time than we did ever before, because it's been a long month being coped up indoors. Well, it poured rain and everything got too muddy and gross to play outside. You and the other teens are in the lounge again. Everyone's got a little antsy. Tangent and Kel are bickering about something. This must be bored enough to letting Marge paint his fingernails. Anemone is trying to do a dance she learned from watching Holovitz, and she's feeling miserably. The sound of her music fills the room. You don't seem to be as affected by cabin fever as everyone else, but it's still funny to watch your friend acting silly. Anemone dances a little too close to Marge's collection of nail polish and bumping into the table, sending them all and herself clattering on the floor. Hey, watch it! This snaps. Dance your stupid dance somewhere else. Hey! Not cool. It's not stupid, Anemone snuffles. Anemone sniffles from the floor. You don't have to be so mean to me. Boo-hoo, Marge teases. What are you going to do? Dance about it? Ugh, you're so childish, who even cares? Oops. Hey, everyone just shut up, Cal exclaims across the room. Honestly, you all fight all the time. You stay inside where it's nice and dry, and you don't appreciate how hard everyone else is working. Just whine, 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 whine. I do say, I don't plan to stop yet. But... stream. Right? Yeah. You're not better just because you work outside, Tank chimes in. You're not special, Cal. If I wanted to, I could work outside. She opens her hologram and flies her fingers over the screen. Dear, see, next month, I'll be working in Geopanics. How do you like that? Then you can nag me about my soft hands all you want. Oh, Tang. Oops. Unicott pokes her head in from command corridor. Children, keep it down. We can hear you all the way from the bridge. Everyone goes quiet for about a second, then explodes into arguing again. Unicott throws her hand in the air and retreats down the hallway in defeat. Let's say calm down. Or... time to go wild? Time to go wild. We are a teenager. Time to go wild. Well, we're almost back balanced and rebellion and loyalty. Somehow the rambunctious group tumbles into your quarters. Thankfully your parents are out. Everyone keeps fighting and it's starting to get physical. Marge and Anemone getting into a shoving match. Cal and this turn into tension yells from the sidelines, cheering when Marge knocks Anemone right on the back. Ouchie! Anemone not while mine's still sniffling. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for knocking over your stupid nail polish. Marge tosses her hair over her shoulder. Apology protected. You can pick them up while you're down there. She flouses onto your bed. Ugh, now I'm bored. I can't believe I'm bored of bossing people around. Wait, this says, jumping up. You should play Spin the Bottle. Everyone looks around in surprise. This suggested it, but you can all tell they're all kind of into the idea. Yep. Spin the bottle. Everyone giggles nervously, but more courageous voices prevail, and soon you're grabbing a bottle to spin out partners. Your palms sweat as bottles swing on your turn, spinning until it falls on this. Okay. Everyone hoots and hollers this, but he looks completely unbothered. In fact, he looks excited. He unbuttons his shirt collar, slicks his hair back, giving you an exaggerated eyebrow, wiggling come hither look that sends everyone into hysterics. I don't know. Give him a little kiss. I swear I clicked on give him a little kiss. You dutifully give Peck this a little peck on the mouth. It's nothing special and no one even really laughs or anything. Everyone keeps playing and the bottle never lands on you again. Mart's and Tangent both get each other on their turns, making Tang go completely red both times as Mart plants chivalrously kiss on her lips. The next day you hear from your friends that everyone feels terrible. Like their arms and legs are made of lead, and it takes so much energy to do anything. All their energy from yesterday has been drained out of them, and then some. It lasts for a week. Some of them can't even get out of bed. When they do, their moods are all over the place. Aggressive, sulky, impulsive, until their batteries run out and they sleep for over 12 hours straight. You're resting in the lounge with your friends, watching Holovic, grazing on roasted pixie beans when your dad and chief engineer instinct come throbbing through. You! Instant snap, smacking the bowl of pixie beans out of Mart's hand. Stop eating those this instant. Mart looks like she's about to smack some sense into instance, but your dad steps in. I'm sorry everyone, we were wrong about pixie beans. They're not safe for you kids to be eating. You've been feeding us poison? Mart shrieks. You. Do my dads know you tried to kill me? Oh god, Mart. Your dad spreads his hands. No, they're not. Don't worry, Mart. Calm down. They're not poison. They're just chemical in them that hyperbonds to estrogen and testosterone, your big teenage growing hormones, and the brain's likes binding to that new macromolecule a lot more than to the regular kid. It's been making your moods unpredictable and causing periods of hyper and hypermania. When Mart stares blankly at him, he laughs awkwardly. Translation, he says, It's been making you kids act silly and feel sick. I'm sorry. Ensign frowns. If it's doing this to the kids, it's not long until it builds up enough to affect the rest of us too. Until further notice, no one eats a single pixie bean. Minus colony food. Status ended. Hormones. Your dad looks distraught. Flululu was right, he says, collapsing on a nearby chair, rubbing his eyes. She didn't trust these things, but she's still going to be pissed that we don't have another successful suit source. You look at him in shock. You hardly ever see him swear. It must be worse than you think. Your dad sits there in silence for a long time. It's time for Glow. We've been preparing for this. Visit Supply Depot. Plus 15 to all skills. Yep, brain trainer. Alright. Let's see, memories, gear. Let's see. We want to keep the biology, I say. and do away with reasoning. Alright, let's see. Reasoning is 99. Biology is 99. Alright. Oh, we don't get the perks, though. We don't get the perks from gear. Fair enough. So, we still want to naturally max out reasoning and biology. But now we can do a lot of stuff, actually. Because we are brave now. We have bravery. And a lot of other stats. Still, we want to have the natural stats too. But yeah. Now that we don't care about the money anymore, we can study life science again. Oh! You see an engineering hologram. Chief Engineer instantly needs someone to help at school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do. Okay, we apply for the job. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks you up from her hologram and she knows you. Yes, you will do, she says. The young and slower kids have trouble keeping up with Congress sometimes. You mostly just have to pat them on the back and now and then and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do. You wait for further instructions. Instant sighs, shooting you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing any nonsense teenagers would do. Alright. We can... Yeah. That's good enough. For biology, friendship with Tang a little bit. Now it's 100, right? Yeah, 100, but yeah, we don't get the perk until we actually max it out. Stress. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be another attack this year, so the colony is on high alert. You're collecting glowflies in the geoponic garden with Cal and Anemone when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to defend the farms, telling you to get into the greenhouse and stay quiet. And Anemone declares she's going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. We're fighting. Gain status, heroic. I guess we're going to do physicals stuff next month though. You scramble down from the walls and are immediately faced with seething wall of hub eyes. You kind of thought there were only a handful of these usually peaceful creatures in the previous years, but there are swarms of them now. Not just hawkeyes. Once your eyes adjust to the chaos, you can see larger creatures that look like walking bushes. These wild centipede-looking things with long spider legs and at least one giant many-eyed thing that hovering clear off the ground, defying gravity. They all seem to be entered into a frenzy, attacking everything in sight, trying to get through the walls. It's dark and chaotic. Come seize you in the fray. Solana! He shouts. Get to safety. You're suddenly not sure this is a good idea. We still don't have enough combat. We would need combat 30. We will definitely train combat. But then you look up and animals shouting encouragement from up the wall. Fighting bravely. Making up with guts that you lack for sense of skill, you charge in without a plan or a real weapon. Ooh, okay, that thing is scary. We're hit with stress. Injured. You're immediately rammed in the side by what looks like a living pile of rocks, and you go down. You see sky, then dirt, then sky, as you toss through the air before you land in a heap of the base at the wall. So the ringing in your ears, you can hear anyone screaming for come to help. You stumble up to your feet, body vibrating with adrenaline. You can feel body trickling over your face. It hurts. Someone stabbing you in the chest when you breathe. Come runs over, sends bolts of energy coursing from his stun gloves to the creature. But being mostly compromised of rocks, it seems unfazed. It does, however, swing hard its head at him, giving you a chance to flee. Be a hero anyway. Combat impossible. Oh boy! +3 bonus to pairs. Alright. This is not gonna end well. This is a combat challenge too, so... We're a brainiac trying to fight. $30 is good, but it's not gonna be enough. Defeated. 1 kudos. This is not good. Your broken body is leaking like a garden hose, but somehow you manage to improvise a spear out of a bit of rubber from the ever present construction and throw yourself at the gargantuan creature. You and Crom duck and weave around the monster, him getting its attention, you jamming your spear into its armored body, looking for weak points. It seems impossible. The thing is all rock. You can feel yourself begin losing hold of reality, your vision fuzzy out of it, out at the edges. Finally, Cum yells, there, as it roars. You lunge for its snapjaw mouth and jam the spear in and up. There's a terrible moment where nothing happens. An inhalation of fate, and then the creature tosses its head and you whiff it, flipping you into the air, into its mouth. Like a frog being eaten by a turtle, your legs kick into the air, ineffective as it tries to gobble you down whole. It's dark in here. It's not a very happy place. Oh boy. You're mercifully wrenched back out again before the acidic grinding of its gizzard causes you to lose consciousness entirely. Cum drags you away as a fresh group of soldiers tries to drive the beast back out of the colony. Gain status, injured. You need time to recover from your injuries, but Dr. Instant patches you up well enough that you can make it back home that night. Your parents are arguing quietly at your little table. I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke, your mom says. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hands across the tabletops. We have to tell the people what we saw in the geoponics. They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Your dad, worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, Rutabanga. Then he sees that you're limping, still loopy from the medbed. What happened to the fields? Your mom stands up. Don't worry about that, she snaps. Go to bed, it's late, and we have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up. And with that, we arrive at age 13. And as I see already there, we're starting to get new, we're gonna start to get new pictures for our friends. And we're gonna start to have to worry about defense and stuff. But I think this is going to be where we stop today. Because this is kind of the perfect stop with how everything's changing now. We are getting older. We are not mere kids anymore.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining today. I hope you had fun. A lot have happened today, huh? We reached the Earth. More rebellious, yeah, we got a lot more rebellious. We were once loyal kids, but now we're kind of in the middle again. And we got a lot of stats. So now we have kind of a lot of options of what we're gonna do. We still want to train combat. And we want to max out reason and biology for real. Maybe we then also look for some way to increase organizing. But yeah, it was fun. Thank you for joining. Have a good night. Bye bye.